So, apparently, the guy that run this YouTube channel, dumbass Jaws, that's his name. Huh? He petitioned to Maurice. He said, "Hey, let Spencer play all the games. Let Spencer play, huh? Look, you bastard, I run this place. I am the Bubba. Don't even start. I poke your pecker with a hot poker and lock you in the closet, you bastard. It's my job."
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right, Panther fans. So, whoa, don't knock anything down. We got the Senators tonight and Bubba. Now, I told Maurice not to play Bob. I told Maurice to send Bob home and make him relax and play Spencer. But Paul's trying to pretend like he don't take direction from me and doing his own thing. So, Bubba, you won't. Yeah, all right. Don't screw it up. It's the Senators. So, no Mackie Samoskevich tonight. That's okay. They had listed him as day today, but no sense in sending him out there when he's a little bit tweaked when we've got the break. That's fine. I would have liked to have seen him against the Senators, obviously, but Rodriguez is good enough. So, Senators, right? I mean, here we go with the race in the Atlantic, especially. If you thought it couldn't get any tighter, it did. I think last I saw, I'm pretty sure the Red Wings lost to Tampa today. I think it was like 6-3 when I saw the score. Ottawa just lost 2 games straight to Tampa. So what does that tell you? Tampa's kind of doing the same thing the Panthers are doing right now, which is as they get close to the break, they're sort of revving the engines, testing it out. Let's see where we're at, and they look like they're pretty well set. So if Tampa is going to be messing around and getting third place, then the winner of the division, whoever wins the division, is going to get to pick whether they want to play the Lightning or not. Last year, we picked winning the division so we could purposefully play the Lightning. Let's see what happens. So what do we need out of tonight? Well, we'll start with the water softeners going off. But I don't think we've lost a game where we've started with the water softener going. Because usually I'm irritated by that going, but happy by the end of the game. So we'll see. How many people are going to get ejected? I think that would be the biggest question for this. Ottawa's right there, obviously, in a spot, out of a spot. It doesn't matter. You just look every day to see who's in and who's out. We know the history between these two teams, obviously, Chucky versus Chucky, although not really Chucky. It's Chucky versus Brady. You get the point. You get the point. It's liable to be rough, especially the fact that this is the last game before the break. I'm not sure if Ottawa plays tomorrow. Doesn't matter. No skin off my back. Panthers don't play again until the 22nd. We've got the Four Nations. We know all about that. Finish this. All right, we've had a nice little stretch of games here. A little hiccup against the Capitals. Let's go out there, show Ottawa who's boss. Something like that. All right, so 1-0 Ottawa. After one, Panthers started off looking like I lost my voice. Panthers started off pretty good, but as that period went along, Ottawa's play, they definitely look more energetic, look like they kind of want it more, and we're doing that thing where we're just not quite trying to get to the puck first. Penalties. The refs have been made some interesting calls both ways. I thought Forsling dragged the guy down, and then they got Kachuk for interference. And then here, right at the end of the period, the puck is frozen along the boards. And Mikkola, he does accidentally trip the guy, but everybody was just in a scrum. And it's just one of those penalties where, like, the ref doesn't have to make that call. You know what I mean? It has no effect whatsoever on what was going on. Stupid penalty either way. And so Ottawa will start the period on the power play. I kind of thought they would come out with more energy, not going to lie. I kind of thought that they would come out. It started off a little bit physical, but it's mainly Ottawa taking it to us. We don't look. We've made some mental mistakes. We're doing that thing where we're not quite, mentally engaged in the game. We are out shooting them, but what else is new, right? So if we want to win this game, we're gonna have to play better than that. It's not like we're playing bad, but we're not matching their intensity. Let's move on to the second period. So, don't ask me. I just work here. It's 4-1 Panthers. We scored 4 goals in the second period. Now, here's the question. Was it coke or crack that the team did in the intermission? Because that's the only thing that explains that behavior out there on the ice. I don't know what team that is out there. It's like they decided, hey, why don't we just play one period like it's Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals just to see what would happen. Bobrovsky is out here. I can't praise the goalie in the middle of the game. I can't praise the goalie in the middle of the game, so I won't. He's all right. He's whatever. He's Bob. I mean, he's not doing anything special. Matthew Tkachuk, I would not have wanted to grow up in the house as Matthew Tkachuk's brother and piss him off or challenge him to compete. Because, now, can you imagine? Can you just imagine, Panther fans, if Brady and Matthew played on the same team and they just competed against each other to the benefit of the same team? Damn. Unbelievable. He's got 3 points. We thought he had a second goal, but Barkov with a wicked deflection. Forsling splits basically the entire team and just bullets a shot past Omar, who I thought they might pull, but when the fourth goal went in, there was only 2 minutes left. That'd be kind of embarrassing to pull the guy with 2 minutes left, but it wouldn't surprise me to see who's the backup for Ottawa, and whoever it is, they may just want to pretend that they're sick so they don't have to go out there, because we got 34, 35 shots on goal already, and it don't look like we're showing any signs of slowing down. We definitely are out there trying to send a message and finish this up. And we kind of thought this might happen, right? Panthers know that they're not worried about being rested or being tired, after this game or whatever. So they're laying it all out there. And this is going to give you an example. This team still has every bit the talent and the ability that they had last year when they won the Cup. The only question is going to be, do they have the energy to go through another playoff run? The ability is still there in all these guys. And Sam Miskevich not even on the ice tonight. And we're just ripping Ottawa a whole ass. Unbelievable. That said, it's 4-1. We're not celebrating yet. Let's finish this. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 points. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened in the second period. Don't ask me. I just work here. Okay? I didn't even really rip them. We can't even use the room is bugged excuse like I really ripped them an ass after the first period and they paid attention to listen. I don't know. They were doing lines. I don't know what they were. They had strippers in the first intermission. I don't know what that period was, but I liked it. So what did we see? Well, for a while there, it kind of looked like it was like, Ottawa's got Omar, and then Omar's making all his saves. Which, by the way, Bubba. I might have misjudged you, Bubba. All right, here you go. I give you nice pets, okay? I might have, because I said play Spencer. He heard me. Bob definitely heard that. Because did you see 2 saves? He basically did 2 Bob Robskis in this game. So I think Spencer should play all the games, don't you? I definitely feel like Spencer should. Yeah. So, what else did we see on the ice? Damn, that game. I mean, it was a fun game, don't get me wrong. But boy, I wouldn't have minded to see what Mackie Samoskevich could have done out there against these guys tonight. The top line is just smoking the pancake. They're just absolutely they put Verhaeghe back. And those 3 dudes, it's just crazy. It's just crazy seeing them together. And what a beautiful thing it is to have the luxury to top load that top line and still be able to go Bennett, Tkachuk, with Boquist tonight. Obviously, Sam Miskevich only gets the job. Bennett almost had another goal. He's still doing the thing, though. Now, you guys know, if you know this channel, I have to come in here and find something to complain about. Bennett still keeps trying to walk the middle of the defense, trying to be Connor McDavid or Connor McDart or Conor McGregor. You're none of them, although the McGregor part, we'll see. But stop trying to walk the defense. Sam, dump the puck in. It's not that difficult. Every night he does it at least once. I think he's just doing it to piss me off because he doesn't like the puppet. What else do we see? Chucky, obviously, I mean, like I said last period, I wouldn't want to be his brother and piss him off. Lundell played a hell of a game tonight. Eetu Luostarinen. I am convinced that if there was nobody on the ice and you just gave Eetu the puck in his hand and had him stand 2 feet from the net, he would still miss. He would drop the puck and it would hit off his foot and it would go on its side like a quarter and just roll completely all the way around the net, and it would come back around, and then the puck would go towards the net and land just on the line, like an inch over the line, but not quite all the way over the line. He's having trouble handling the puck and doing just simple hockey things, but he's playing fine defensively, so it's not helping us or hurting us. I feel bad for him. Thomas Nosek. I can't even complain about the dude tonight. He actually looked like he belonged out there tonight. Now, I'm not going to say that's permanent because, some of these guys were expending a lot of energy that they're not worried about because we don't have games coming up. But he looked good out there tonight. I will actually use the G word and say he looked good. Greer and Gadjevich doing their thing. The forward line could use a little bit more something. I don't know what the word quite is. A little bit more Lombard. Yeah, a little bit more Lamborghini. That's the word. But for tonight, they were good. Nosek was moving around. He was skating, which is a good thing. What else? Defensively, I'll start with the bottom pair. Schmidt, shoot the puck, bro. Come on. I forget who it was, but Schmidt was coming into the zone, and somebody gave him a beautiful drop pass so Schmidt could have just stepped into one. And instead, he tried some weak sauce pass to Rodriguez, and he fumbled it, and the puck was out of the zone. It's 4-1 at this point. Nate, shoot the puck, man. So, we played so well, Schmidt and Belinskas looked like a good pairing out there. Not that they're bad. It's just they actually looked halfway decent out there. I don't know if that was a combination of us just busting our ass and being good, or if Ottawa, they not had a good week, right? They got beat by Tampa both games, and then they just got plastered by us. It's not been a good week for Ottawa's playoff hopes when you take into consideration that Detroit had won all those games until they lost. I think they lost today. Mikhail Kulikov did the thing. Huh? How many of you pay attention enough to these recaps that when Kulikov did the thing, you said, see, there's the thing that Jaws told Chucky to do? Anybody? I told you. We had the other breakaway, the other game. Chucky didn't lay down. Puck goes between his legs, back at the net. Same kind of situation here today. What Kulikov do? Lay down. And he lays down, puts his body in a position to block the shot, and his stick in a position to block the pass. What I tell you the other game about Kulikov, where just if there's some kind of big play to be made to save a goal, it's always him. And the more that I see him and Mikula play together, I'm not so sure I want to break that pair up. I mean, what the hell? Kulikov is the one that saved the goal right before the Reinhardt goal, Game 7. I say leave them together. If you want to fix the bottom pair, fix the bottom pair. And then Forsling was on fire tonight. And even Ekblad looked pretty halfway decent out there. He was trying to get some shots going. But by the time we got 4-1, I think we just kind of said, all right, they're dead already. Just stop. Don't beat them up. Chucky's dad must have called the locker room after the second and said, all right, Mom says that's enough, 4-1. Don't beat up your brother too bad. Okay, and physicality-wise, Ottawa tried to start some shit early on. Now, they did run into Bob. This was a funny sequence. Now, before they ran into Bob, over on the side of the boards, the puck left the Ottawa player. I didn't see who it was. Lundell came up from behind. Lundell comes up from behind him, puts his arm around his neck, and basically tackles him. No call. No call. And Kyle and I are watching it, and we're like, how is... Some nights you get the calls, right? So Lundell tackles the dude, no call. Puck comes back around. They run over Bob. They get him for goalie interference. And then Lundell again, like, arm around the dude, choking him, got a face wash. Nothing. No call. Twice. Nothing. And all they did was they got Ottawa for the goalie interference. So if there's any Ottawa fans thinking that the refereeing was a little bit shaky tonight, I won't disagree with you. It was a bit shaky both ways. But we got a Forsling tackled a guy. On that Kachuk power play in the first period, because they never showed a replay. Was it, because I saw Forsling tackle somebody. Was it Kachuk and they got Kachuk for interference because Forsling tackled him? Because I was like halfway through my explanation of how stupid the play was by Forsling and how it was a result of a bad decision because he pinched in too fast and missed the puck and had to tackle the guy. And then the next thing you know, they showed Kachuk in the box, and Colin and I are looking at each other like, what? How? So there was multiple times tonight when we did things that I thought for sure were penalties, clearly, and they didn't call it. So my apologies. I don't know what to say. It was a weird game all the way around. So, all right. Big, beautiful way to end, right before the break like that. Then Toronto lost. Tampa's coming on strong. And Ottawa and Detroit. Well, Ottawa kind of slipping a little bit. Detroit's still kind of right there. Columbus is hanging on for dear life. The Rangers won a game. And, you never know what Boston is going to do. It is going to be madness as we get down to these last 25, 30 games or so, whatever teams got left. So, tomorrow, live, noon, therapy session. Then Colin and I will be on the football channel with Super Bowl, obviously. Go, who's the team? Who's the team? I know it ain't these schmucks that are going to be playing. I know that. Although if it was these schmucks playing, the Chiefs might not stand a chance. But we got to root for the Eagles. So, whatever. My great-grandfather was from Philadelphia, so I'll sell that to myself. So, we'll be live for the Super Bowl. Now, Four Nations, doing all the streams, doing the recaps. We're treating all the Four Nations games like Panther games. So, just leave it there. And I should be noon. I'll be live noon basically every day. Because even if there was a Four Nations tournament game, I'll go live noon the next day. Although some of those games are at 1, so I might have to go a little bit early because I want to be able to do both because I got to pay the electric bill. So, Four Nations, plenty of coverage. We got some fun stuff coming next week. And for the members, I do apologize. I didn't have a podcast yesterday. Was going to do it today. I had a guest scheduled. They had to cancel. It was kind of guessed that it was important. So we're going to reschedule, so just stay tuned there. So that's why the podcast was not out. For those of you who are not members, I do a Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, members-only podcast. Links are in the description to join the memberships. It's like $3 a month. Really helps out. Really do appreciate that. Thanks, everybody, coming out to the streams, doing super chats, all of that. That's the first half of the year, although it's more than the first half, right? Right? So we've basically looked like ass about 75% of the time, and we're still in first place. So I think that sums it up. We're the champs. We're still in first place. When and if we decide during any portion of a game to turn it on, we beat the crap out of the team, and then we go back to sleep for however long it is until we decide to turn it back on again, just to make sure everybody that's below us understands that we'll still whoop your ass should we decide to at any given moment. 2 points. I'll see you tomorrow at noon.